Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. Man, it kind of throws you off, right? It's like, feels like Monday, but it's actually Tuesday. And then Friday, it'll feel like Saturday. Saturday, it'll feel like Sunday, maybe. I'm not really sure. But anyways, we're here 7 days a week, 365 days a year, giving out free picks. Of course, our best bets, always our premium picks. Get those at the premium area. Well, college football, all is in the books except for one game left to be played. Congratulations to Michigan. They finally got over the hump, and I think a lot of people misunderstand me, and that's okay. Because I mean, a lot of people that I heard from, at least, are not people I really care to be understood by. But yeah, the way that I see it is that in order to be given things, you need to earn them. And it's like, now Michigan has a chance to actually earn something. We'll see if they can do it, if they can get it across the finish line. They've earned a spot in the title game, but they haven't won a title, and they haven't won a title in my lifetime. So we'll see if they can get it across the finish line. This is the best chance they have. But I got some really stupid emails and really even dumber YouTube comments that I owe Jay an apology because I picked Alabama and because I had an opinion on why I was taking Alabama. I got news for you guys. That's never going to happen. Just like I would never expect an apology from Jay for a pick that he makes. Not what we do. It's not a competition between Jay and I. We're here to have our own opinion on it. And that's like, I think that the fact that, that Jay and I are sometimes really, really hard-headed about our opinion makes it even better, man. Because I've had other people on this show where they just agreed with everything that I said or just agreed with what everybody said. Absolutely. And people hated it. And I hated it. And it's like, I'd way rather sit here and debate sports, which is what I've done for my entire life. And have two sides to it. And, but I'm not going to apologize for having an opinion or making a pick. I mean, and just because I got one wrong, I mean, I got the other one right? I didn't get any emails. Jay, did you get any emails that you should apologize to me for the Texas pick? I mean, I doubt it, So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I ended up on those two games and on yesterday's college football way in the plus. Because I bet Washington money line, and I bet Alabama. So I lost on the Alabama bet, but the Washington money line was plus 150. So I ended up really cleaning up on that game. So not as much as I would have if Alabama would have won. I had a parlay out there. I would have won $20,000 on that, but didn't happen.
I had one for $7K with Texas money line. So that was the one that didn't hit. It was pretty sad.
I think Steve Sarkisian, once again, just showing why he's just not a very good coach. I just think, I think on the other side, I think the Alabama game, I think that this wasn't a great Alabama team, and I think we saw a lot of those things. And I think Michigan, we can look at all the overtime and the call on fourth down and all that other stuff, but the reality of it is Alabama's up by 7 points with the game on the line. And Michigan drove the ball right down the frickin' field on them. And if you do that, you have earned it. As far as I'm concerned, at that point, you have earned it. But what we saw from Texas was just, I don't even understand what the game plan was. It was basically to get roasted by this Penix. I mean, I just don't even understand the strategy. It's like, have your safeties covering NFL draft pick, first round, top 10 wide receivers. It's like, that ain't going to work at any level. I got news for you. I've never coached a professional team or a college team or anything like that. But I can tell you this much. You put a safety on an NFL wide receiver, they're going to catch the ball if it's anywhere in the vicinity 99 out of 100 times. And I think that's what we saw last night. Fourth most passing yards in a college football playoff game. And I think had it gone any longer, if they really tried and they stopped and didn't run gimmick plays at the end, he would have been up there for second. I think Joe Burrow's record's pretty good for now. But yeah, I did not understand that strategy. And you want to talk about suspect play calls. 10 seconds left to go in the game, or 14 seconds left to go in the game. They run a swing pass to the 10 yards. What the hell was that? He gets tackled inbounds. It's game over.
Yeah, the very second I saw that play, you popped in my mind.
It was like, what are you doing?
The second I saw that play, I said, this the shit Mitch be talking about right here. What is that?
I think we can question a lot of things that Saban's offense did. I think especially in the first half of that game, I thought they did a nice job adjusting in the second half. I thought Michigan's defense played extremely well, aggressive, and I thought that in the overtime, number 55, the play that he made, tackling the back in the backfield, was the game. That was the game there. Milroe, I thought, he's limited, but I think in Texas we have some interesting things for next year. And I would not be surprised if either Ewers or Manning enters the transfer portal today. Someone's got to go. You can't have both. And it's just not the way that today's college football works. My guess is that Manning's going to Ole Miss and that Ewers is going somewhere else and they're going to end up with nothing.
My guess is Manning stays and Ewers goes to the NFL.
No, Ewers can't go to the NFL off that performance. He didn't
play terribly. He didn't play terribly. The game to me I didn't see the game nowhere near how you saw the game. I saw the game as for what it was. It was a one possession game.
It was never close.
Yes, it was.
It was never ever close. There was no doubt. There was no doubt in the second half.
I'll let you get it out, and let me tell you.
But in the second half, they were never close.
Yes, it was, and let me explain how it was.
When?
It came down to the final play on the game. That's close. And minus that fumble by Bell on that drive where Texas is marching down the field. If they score there, that's a totally different
If Washington doesn't muff the punt, Texas never even gets tied. Never even gets in the game. They got roasted, man. They got destroyed.
They had a shot to win the game on the last play of the game. That's
by total happenstance. I mean, seriously, the guy gets injured. It drags the clock. It stops the clock. All these things. Washington had their way, man, on them. They did.
I didn't see that game like that at all.
Because you're a Texas fan. But
I believe Washington's a 4.5-point dog to Michigan, and why I'm going to be on Michigan.
Well, go ahead. But this is the thing, Jay. No one gives a shit, No one gives a shit about that game.
I mean, I do. I do. I do.
I could care less. And it's like it's
about both. And Texas,
because it was clear that the best four teams were not in the playoff. I mean, that's what really came down to.
I think it was clear that the four best were there.
Oh my! Texas was not one of the. Texas terrible, man.
You got blown out 63-3. You Florida State criers, you got blown out 63-3. I don't want to hear nothing from you guys. Nothing. Not a
21 players sat, Jay.
Georgia, y'all had y'all's chance and y'all lost to Bama. The four best were in, and those were two of the,
if Texas is one of the four best, then it should only be the top two because they suck. I mean, they got roasted. Roasted, man.
Those two games last night, yes or no?
What's that?
Chris, did you enjoy watching those two games yesterday? Yes or no? Were those the two best college football games of the season? Yes or no?
No.
Not two of the best, no.
No.
Two of the best, I believe they were.
Because you don't watch as many games as we do.
Were they two good games? They were two good games. Were they two of the best games I've seen all season?
Texas is terrible, man. They did not deserve to be there. It's like if your strategy.
Miami got beat by who at home? Georgia Tech. So what are we arguing about?
And I didn't say Miami should be in the playoff.
They were nowhere near the playoffs.
I didn't say they should be in the playoff.
Texas.
What does that have to do with anything? Michael Penix Jr. threw for about 600 yards on you fucking clowns. I mean, they're clowns, dude. The first play, he just rears back and throws as far as he can. I mean, that's all he kept doing was like, how far can I throw the ball? Because these guys can't do anything to stop us.
I ain't gonna just sit here.
They were starting to razzle-dazzle. They were rubbing their face in it, man. They rubbed their face in it. They were trick playing. They were just rubbing their face. They were dancing on them, man. It was a joke. It was a joke, man.
Whatever. Hook them. We'll be back.
Yeah, they'll be back. Yeah, sure they will.
In the Cheez-It Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be in the Cheez-It Bowl or something.
Washington was the better team. They won, but I'm mad about the argument we shouldn't have been there. Like, what are you
They should not have been there, man.
talking about?
They should not have been there. They should not have been there.
But Bama should have.
I'm not saying, but I think Florida State and Georgia should have been there. I said that all along. Those were easily the top 4 teams.
Alabama. They lost. They played on the field and they lost. Just like even I still feel like Michigan, when you're not gonna respect it, you're gonna try to come up with some
no, Michigan. I give Michigan credit for their win. I gave them credit for their win. I said down by 7, they came down, they scored the touchdown, they did everything they needed to do. They won the game. Michigan went undefeated and won their conference. Texas fucking lost to Oklahoma, a shitbag team, and these guys did the exact same thing to them. They threw it right over the top on them because they have no defense. No defense, man.
Texas
Terrible, man.
This season. They only had 2 losses on the season, and both games
They got
down
roasted.
to the final play of the game. So, I mean,
Both games got roasted on pass
both
defense.
games came down to the final play of the game.
Oh, my God. It was never close.
The rivalry came down to the last play.
No, it was never close.
And last night came down to the last play.
It was never close.
See what it be.
And Georgia lost by a field goal in the SEC championship.
Right, Georgia lost by a field goal in the SEC championship.
And in the SEC championship game to Alabama, and there was no way in hell they could have put Georgia over Alabama or Texas.
Of course they could have.
Beat Alabama.
Of course they could have. Of course they could have. The committee said they want. Okay, the committee said they want the 4 best teams in the tournament or in the playoff, whatever.
Over whom? Over whom? Georgia should have been in over whom?
Texas.
Stop it. If that's y'all's argument, then the regular season shouldn't matter, and
it didn't. It didn't matter, Jay. The regular season didn't matter.
Georgia, Bama, Georgia, and then Michigan, Ohio State every year. Let's just put them in.
That's basically what they did. By putting Texas in over Florida State, that's what they did.
Texas going to Tuscaloosa and beating the shit out of them. They beat them by 10.
Who cares?
You have
not agree. And South Florida beat them by 2 or something. They beat South Florida by 2 points.
Alabama went to Georgia and beat them boys. They did not deserve to be in.
They didn't go. They didn't beat them at Georgia. That was a neutral site game. Neutral site.
It was in Atlanta.
That's not Georgia's home.
But that's Georgia, though. That's
no,
Georgia.
so what?
That
is not a home game. That's not a home game.
If Texas played next week in Houston, that's a home game.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Jay, we love you, but I think you got some college football knowledge to gain over the years, and I think you'll get it.
It's just like when you look at. It's like when you look at.
It's way different.
It's just like when you look at any college basketball game right now. Any college basketball game, there's like 50 of them that were last week that were played in state from where the home school was, but they're still classified as neutral sites.
Site games.
Even if they're 30 minutes. Arguing with the technicality of it, but if you're not,
it's not a technicality.
Hold on. If you're not sitting here and agree with me that having that game in Georgia, the same state that the Bulldogs play,
means nothing. It means nothing.
Okay, hold on.
Means nothing.
Hold on.
I totally disagree.
It's not like they got the ticket allotment, or they had more fans in the stands, or it was their home field.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because it wasn't their home field. They didn't get more tickets. They didn't have more fans at the game. There was nothing really about it.
To Georgia.
It's a generic stadium.
In Atlanta, could just walk outside they're feeling.
No, it's not. No, Jay, get a map.
What are you talking about? You get a map.
Okay, if we're really getting into it's a 3-hour drive.
It's a 3 hours.
It doesn't matter. Does their helmet say Atlanta? Does their helmet say Atlanta?
No one's does.
No. So what does it say? Georgia. What the hell are we talking about? What are we talking about? They're in their home state.
It doesn't matter. So how about this? So Jay, here, hold on. You clearly don't understand, but you're not. I mean, it's ridiculous.
No, I get what
this
you're
is
saying.
No. So wait a minute. So Florida Georgia is played in Jacksonville every year, which is considered a neutral site. It's the exact distance between both schools, but it's in Florida. So is it a home game for Florida?
Florida has a small advantage. Yes.
No way.
Yes,
You clearly don't understand, Jay. Come on.
I will die on that hill. I mean, I don't. That
is. I got to tell you. I got to say, man, we can argue about whatever you want, but that is the most ridiculous. That is, Jay. I'm sorry. We can't take your opinion on college football anymore.
Oklahoma, Texas, which is played here in Dallas, Texas, every single year. Neutral site game. That crowd is 70-30.
Not the same.
It is the exact same.
No, it's not the same. It's the same as Florida, Georgia being played in Jacksonville.
All right.
You got to be high, Jay. Seriously, because what's the distance from University of Florida to the stadium, and what's the difference from University of Georgia to the stadium? It's exactly the same. Exactly, and that's why they play it at that site. It is the exact same distance. It is considered the neutral of neutral site games. You can Google it. You'll see a picture. It's right down the middle. You can see the colors split in the stand. It's like I've been watching college football my entire life. No, I've been watching college football my entire life. You're the first person to ever say that's a Florida home game in my entire life. And I know hundreds and hundreds of thousands. You say that they have an advantage. That they have a home field advantage. You're the first person, I'm telling you, out of hundreds of thousands of people that I've taught college football, you're the first one to believe that. You're not even close, dude.
I have no problem being on an island.
Well, that's not a pick island. That's called I don't know what I'm talking about island.
Nah.
Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna have to say you don't.
Bro.
You clearly don't understand it.
You guys just want to try to justify for Kirby Smart to be in the playoff. He's not at the crib. Bye-bye, Kirby. We'll see you next
You guys got smoked, man. You got fucking smoked. It was not even close, man. They were running trick plays on your ass. They were like,
I mean, nobody watched Georgia kick the crap out of Florida State. Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
No, nobody cared because Florida State sat all of their guys. They didn't show up for the game. It's like basically it's like if Georgia played the high school across the street. That's what that game was.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter. Who cares?
If Florida State makes that playoff, you don't see 90% of those guys sit.
I'm in agreement.
You don't see any of them sit.
They still get their bell rung. Like
not a chance.
They still get their fucking.
They're
bell
way
rung.
better than Texas. Way better, man.
Sir.
Texas is a joke, man.
No, sir.
Joke.
No,
Joke. They got rung.
No, sir.
They got smoked, man. It was not even close.
We all sat back on that couch and watched Florida State Louisville. We all watched that game. We watched it.
They won. They won.
Yeah, and a terrible goddamn football game.
Yeah, Michigan, Iowa was just as bad. It was just as bad. In fact, Florida State, everyone was saying, Florida State only had X amount of yards in the first half. Michigan had less. So that argument is just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense.
And your argument that Texas shouldn't have been in and Florida State and Georgia.
Because they're undefeated. Because Florida State was undefeated. They were undefeated. They won their conference. You guys lost to Oklahoma, who lost to two bad teams. That's why.
Happens, man. Shout out Washington. Shout out Michigan. We'll see y'all boys in the national championship game, man.
Yeah, it's a home game for Washington.
The game's in Houston, so not.
Yeah, it's closer. It's closer to them, so it's a home game.
Not really, but if you're not going to sit here and tell me that had that been Texas, Michigan, that the crowd would not be probably 60-40 Texas at minimum. It's like I don't even get what we're talking about.
But it doesn't make it a home game.
It doesn't, and I said that. Technically, it doesn't make it a home game, but it gives them a slight advantage, is all I said.
No advantage.
And just like Georgia had the slight advantage with the game being in Georgia, I don't care if Chick-fil-A was open or not.
No advantage. No advantage.
Right.
There was no advantage to the game being in Georgia. None. None. If you look at the Georgia Dome Stadium, Ruffolo, look this up. Who's played more games in the Georgia Dome, Alabama or Georgia? I'm going to guess it's Alabama. I'm going to bet it's Alabama. I'll blindly bet you $10, Jay, that it's Alabama has played more games in the Georgia Dome than Georgia.
Bet $10. Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna bet it's Alabama because they played in that. I know I'm right. I know I'm right because they play in that season opening game for like 10 years in a row, and all of those were in the Georgia Dome.
You might be right.
Georgia doesn't play in the Georgia Dome at all, except for these championship games.
Yeah, Georgia plays at Sanford.
They play at Athens, between the hedges.
Going back to 94 when the SEC championship moved to the Georgia Dome. Got 1, 2.
What about all those season opening games?
I'm just looking at SEC championships right now, and then I'm going to move to 3, 1.
You might be right on that one, but still. I just got mad because you started talking about my team didn't deserve.
Oh, we love trashing your team. If I wasn't showing up, if I wasn't going to do that, believe me. You didn't see my email. I'll read one to you. Here, I'll read one. Here, let me find one. Let me find a gem for you.
13 games for Alabama in the Georgia Dome, 9 for Georgia.
Yep, home field advantage.
Damn. Well, and that's including Mercedes-Benz Stadium too. So.
Oh, well, no Chick-fil-A in Mercedes-Benz. How much? How much? Here's your hoodies, Jay.
I know. I see that hoodie Mitch got on. That's fire, right? You see the Nike patch on the side? Coming soon. Yes, sir.
All those people that send me all those nasty YouTube comments and emails will be the first ones to ask for one of these, too. They will be. I got to read you guys this email. Let me find it. This is a gem. This is the type of shit that I get on a daily basis. What is that? Oh, that's my, that's a bobblehead. Yeah. That's Motley Crue. Wow, that's giant. That thing. That's Tommy Lee with the upside down drum rig.
Oh my god.
I don't know where it's gonna go. I gotta find this email from this guy. Where is it? Did I put it in junk? Oh, here it is. Mitch, Alabama, you owe Jay Briggs a huge apology, dude. You called him out in the afternoon about taking Michigan, and you shoved all your views directly at him in a very arrogant fashion, basically called him dumb and uninformed. Jay, you're dumb and uninformed. Ruffolo, you're stupid and lack vision.
Yeah. Where'd I come into this?
I just threw it in there. His prediction of Michigan, and if he showed you up in a large way, and you call yourself laughable. You are a joke on you, pal. Pie in the face, capital LOL. Enjoy life and shut your yap.
Yeah, you shut your yap.
Love, Andrew.
Andrew. Love? Do you put love there?
No. And it's the email, righteous76@gmail.com. Righteous.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but you should see all the YouTube comments. I mean, I got tons of them. Anyways, I'll say
Alabama lost that game. Michigan didn't win it.
And also, I don't know about that.
That's the one. That's the hill I'm dying on.
What's that?
They had their chances, and then they shot themselves in the foot.
Oh, nice. No, I'm gonna say that Alabama had the game, and Michigan had a chance. They drove it right down the field on him and scored the touchdown. I'm gonna say that.
And Texas couldn't stop a nosebleed in the third when they really needed to get a stop.
If they would have completed that flea flicker, that would have been it would have been pretty.
You talking about the double reverse one? Yeah, that one. Yeah. That
Texas got mad.
Yeah, I got mad. You trying to run no damn double flea flicker reverse on this mid game? Hell wrong with y'all.
Chris, what's the over-under on Rod Zawacki Michigan hats that he bought after the game?
5.5.
5.5 Michigan hats for Zawacki.
Yeah, and over under 5.5 on how many of those are going to get burned when Washington wins the national championship.
I think if Washington wins, it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah,
I'm starting to like college football a little more because it's just college football more so than any other sport. You could just yeah. Like
I like the college football regular season, and I like the playoff. Can't stand bowl season now with all this transfer portal.
But next year with 12 teams in, we're still going to have the same problem, right? I mean, we're still going to have the same problem. We're still going to have the same problem, who gets in, who not. But how many times do we see this in the playoff era where it ends up being 1 versus 2 anyway? And even before the playoff era, I have to say that all these times with like 2 weeks left to go in the regular season, like, oh, there's 5 undefeated teams. What are they going to do? It was so rare that the top 2 teams didn't play each other. It was so rare. It was actually when Florida State screwed Miami, was one of them. The other one was when Michigan played Oregon in the Rose Bowl instead of playing Nebraska, and when Notre Dame played West Virginia instead of playing Miami in the Fiesta or in the Orange. It was one of those 2. But it was like, but Jay, so all those Miami championships that we won, those we did play in our home stadium, the Orange Bowl, like a lot of them. We lost 1 at home, but we played those in our home stadium, like our actual home stadium. So that was a big difference than that in the like. But Alabama. On the side note, so the longest home winning streak of any team in college football, Miami, 59 in a row. But the second longest is Alabama. They have 58 in a row. But whenever they had a tough game, they played it at Legion Field in Birmingham, which was considered a neutral site game and did not count against the streak.
Oh, okay.
So
now this is gonna be the 4th time in 10 college football playoffs where 1 plays 2.
Really? That's it?
4th time.
Because Clemson was probably not rated that high in most of them.
So
Clemson was a dog, I think, in every game they ever played in the playoff.
In the first one, when Ohio State beat Oregon, it was 4 over 2, and then it was 1 versus 2, 1 versus 2 the next 2 years. Alabama, Georgia in 2017 was 4 versus 3. Then it was 1 versus 2 in 2018. 1 versus 3 when LSU beat Clemson. 1 versus 3 when Bama beat Ohio State. 1 versus 3 when Georgia beat Bama. And 1 versus 3 in 2022. So you've had as many 1 versus 3s as you had 1 versus 2s.
There you have it.
For sure.
So April sent me this egg joke. Says he died last Friday. Thank God he wasn't beaten. Don't worry, he went over easy. He's now on the sunny side. He's definitely on a better plate.
With the picture is fun.
Tell you, man, Utah Tech wants to win more games. They got to hatch better plans than what they brought to the table so far.
Hey,
I'm telling you, we're gonna get like a full season's worth out of that bit.
So how is it going to work next year? Are they going to have like some of these lesser bowl games are going to be playoff games, and then
I wonder
it's going to start earlier, or how's this going to work? Is it going to come? So if you win your conference championship game, you're automatically in, or if you win the regular season title, you're automatically in.
I would imagine if it's conference championship, or well,
who's going to get screwed here? The MAC, the Sun Belt, or Tulane?
The MAC, no.
I think Tulane.
The MAC is.
Tulane's probably going to be in more often than not.
The MAC is good. Oh no, I think Tulane's going on a downturn now that
Mountain West. What about Mountain West?
Yeah, you're right, Chris. You might be right.
Oh, Mountain West.
I think the fact that the MAC might have a team in there, if it's not a team like Toledo or Miami, Ohio that had this season, they're going to shaft somebody, and it's going to be a team that like we always see that has like a good record, and it's like
I just think they're just opening it up for like the Tennessees of the world and the goddamn Texas A&Ms of the world, the teams that would never get in.
Here it is.
Like on the bubble.
So the 12-team college football playoff will include 6 highest-ranked conference champions, which will receive automatic bids. Then the top 4 teams will receive a first-round bye to the quarter. Oh, man, this is a mess. It's already a mess. The top 4 teams, and because the SEC is going to say it's all theirs.
Oh boy.
Lower seed. So listen to this. The lower seed has the opportunity to select the host venue during the first round bowl games. Will be introduced in the quarterfinal round. The semifinals will be played in bowls on a rotating basis, while the national championship host site is determined through bids by prospective site hosts. So basically, it's going to be in Vegas every year. How it would have worked this year. Liberty would have been at Florida State, Ole Miss, Georgia, Penn State, Ohio State, and Missouri at Oregon.
Ooh, a couple of those would have been good.
So the 2024 quarters are the 2024 quarterfinals will be the Fiesta Bowl, the Peach Bowl, the Rose Bowl, and the Sugar Bowl. The semifinals will be the Cotton Bowl and the Orange Bowl, and then the championship site is yet to be determined. For 2025, it's the Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Rose, and the Sugar are the quarters, and then the semis are the Fiesta and the Peach. So the Peach, if it's on any day but Sunday, Chick-fil-A will be open.
Hurry up.
He'll be eating this thing there. He'll be eating the thing and be like, no pickles. And he goes, you realize this isn't a neutral site, right? If George isn't the game.
Why does the Fiesta and the Peach sound like a movie that's going to sponsor a bowl game?
I mean, the Fiesta, the thing is, the Fiesta and the Peach used to be like also ran bowl games. So when I was a kid and Miami hadn't been to a bowl game in forever, the bowl game that they were going to get into was the Peach Bowl. And like we had to bring canned peaches to the game. Yep. Yep. We lost the Peach. Jim Kelly was our quarterback. We lost in the Peach. But we made it. It was big, man. For us to make it back then, it was big.
I thought you were going to say he was a real peach and we lost him.
Rod says, I'm wearing a Michigan hat now. Of course he is.
That was
all of a sudden, he's a Michigan fan,
What do you mean I'm going to...
Might have to fade Michigan just to see him burn the hat.
Penix looked good yesterday, man.
I thought Penix looked great. I mean,
I did too, man. I did
I thought he was effective running the football too. I just thought Washington.
How
about Washington's coach, man? So
I like him
someone said that he looks like me, Mills' son. Mills' son said that the Washington coach looks like me. Now you never know like people that look like you or whatever, but I thought that was pretty funny.
Which looks like Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah, that's what Mills' son said.
That's great.
What do you think? Is it true? I mean, I don't know. You never know. You never know these things.
I can see it.
We all look the same. It's very much the way that it works.
It's like Mitch and I stand next to each other, having a hard time telling them apart. You want to put that to the test.
I don't know. I don't think his eyes. I don't think his
YouTube.
I don't think his eyes are as squinty as mine. Like I have the squinty eyes is my kind of thing, right?
That's funny though.
Like that's like kind of my look is the squinty eyes. But let's see. Well, you do never see us both in the same place. What do you think?
I see it.
Yeah, put it over your camera.
I can't. I don't have it in the right spot.
So put it over your camera and just cut out the lips and then just.
That'd be funny. There we go.
Hey, what the hell?
I think he's got to be way younger than me. Those are my favorite YouTube comments. You're old. It's like, trust me, I was young. I was young at one point too. Thing is that a lot of people that say that to me, we want to see pictures of them when they're my age and see what you look like. Because I've been to my high school reunion and other places like that. So I got news for you. Probably ain't going to be pretty. Have you go on YouTube?
Yes, sir.
I cashed out. I just knew they weren't going to win.
It's going to be the worst beat ever.
It's going to be the worst beat I ever had. Jay, I think went 8-0, right, on your NBA picks?
How many games were there? 7-1.
7-1.
Yeah. The damn Clippers.
Clippers.
The Clippers.
Fucking Clippers, man. Busted up my parlay. Would have won 18,000, man. 18,000. Clippers sold, man.
The Heat sold.
The Heat sold. I had the Heat. They screwed me. Overall, not my best day. Anyways, I'll tell you who's not had their best day in these spots is the Bulls and the Sixers. Sixers 0-2 against the Bulls this season, straight up. But Embiid was not in last time. I don't know if he's playing or not, but I'm going to guess with this line he is.
Nah, he's in.
I was seeing probable. I didn't see it confirmed, but I saw probable.
Taking the Sixers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Sixers as well. Double revenge against this Bulls team. It's missing Vucevic in the middle. Yeah, give me the Sixers with no little Vooch for Chicago.
You know, I didn't love these hoodies, but actually I'm kind of feeling it now.
Okay.
What do you think?
I can't wait to get mine.
What do you think? It's a little.
I like it.
It's big, man. I mean, this is a large. Like normally, I wear large for extra room, but this is big. This is really big. I've also lost a lot of weight, so.
I'm not rushing to the window to bet this game, but if I were to, I would take the Bulls.
Your Chicago Bulls.
And it's not really. The reason I would take the Bulls is because even though Embiid has been out, I still have liked the way the Sixers hoop, and I just feel like sometimes when you insert the star back into the fold, it doesn't always go over easy. You know, the guys that were getting their shots, they're still going to want those shots. You know, that type of thing going on here. The thing is Philly, they're not a hard team to figure out. They're 22-10 straight up, and they're 22-10 against the number. So basically, when they win, they cover. Is the Sixers.
So you can't use the over easy bit in the NBA. It doesn't work like that.
This game, I want to take the Bulls, but it's like, do I really want to fade Philly in Philly with Embiid back? I'm gonna lean,
especially the revenge factor.
You know what I mean? The double revenge too. I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna lean towards Chicago plus the 10.5, but I'm not rushing to the window.
Chris, I got to ask you an honest question here.
Okay.
Somebody sent you a video application, after yesterday and the last couple of days where I said, if you have something that you bring to the table here for pick dogs, I'm willing to, hire you if you do video, send me a video, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy tried doing one of these ladder challenges, and he went 5-1. So he thinks that should supersede everything. But I didn't like his shirt, and I told him that's why I couldn't even consider him, and he went nuts on me. What do you think? Do you think not liking someone's shirt is valid reason to not hire them?
I mean, somebody's clothing speaks to the character of that person.
I think so. Jay, what do you think?
We almost didn't bring on my guy Nick Minkin because of his hat.
It happens.
Shout out my guy Nick Minkin though, but hey, be what it be.
This guy, so he was 5. He had, but the thing is also, he like sends me a video example, and it's like he like did 5 of these like shorts, you know, and then it's like he lost, and he stopped doing them, like, you know, 2 weeks ago or something. It's like,
no.
Imagine if you stopped doing videos every time you lost when we did ours. I mean, I wouldn't make it out of the first 2 videos. I never win. Everybody knows that. I'm just here to fade my ass.
That's one of the hardest parts, man. Cutting that camera on after you just got your ass.
Oh, God. It's the worst, man. It's the worst. That's why, like, I tell you what, man. You see these guys that, like, have these, like, bullshit records, or they say bullshit on here. Or, like, even, you know, some of our competitors that I've trashed in the past, and I'm not going to do that this year. At least not now. You know, they whoop so much shit and talk so much garbage. It's like they just forget what they say, and they're just flip-flopping back and forth. It's like, with me, it's like I always say the truth. I know it pisses a lot of people off, but it's like, I don't care, you know. At least I'm saying what's true, and, you know, or at least what I believe to be true. So I never get confused, you know. Consistently full of shit.
We keep the amount of shit on the same level. We never get too high or too
consistent. It's about here.
Consistent shit state.
Yes. We got the Spurs against the Grizzlies. You know, both these teams are getting into those big loss numbers. It's like we're almost at the halfway point of the NBA season, so it is starting to see some big separation here between the top and the bottom. Chris, Grizzlies and the Spurs.
It's a big number, but I'm still laying it with the Grizzlies here. The Spurs, Matador defense, I think it's just the best way I can put it. They don't play any whatsoever. The Grizzlies, yeah, they're a 10-22 team, but we've said it before. This team has been considerably improved since John Morant's come back. And the Grizz just beat the Spurs by 12 in the first meeting this season without Morant in the lineup. I think the Grizz got to take advantage of winnable spots like this if you're going to get yourself dug out of the hole that you put yourselves in earlier this season. So give me the Grizz laying the big number.
Ruffolo summed it up well. Word for word, bar for bar. I'm on the Grizz too. I just think this is a get right spot at the crib. How many they've lost? 3 straight? Like one of the worst teams in the NBA coming through your building, Grizzlies. I'm not really too much worried. Mitch is right. These two teams are terrible, like for what they've been for the full course of the season. But the Grizzlies, there's hope. And in this case, I actually think hope is a good word.
Hope is our new word of 2024. The word of 2024 is hope.
There's some hope. So
we're hopeful.
I'm laying it here with
your dreams. It's hope.
No.
Yes.
Give me a Y. Give me an E. Give me a
Give me an H. Give me an O. Give me a P. Give me an E.
We're hopeful. We should get hats. Hope. To go with our hoodies. Chris isn't getting his hoodie until March Madness.
That's okay. It's like I'm gonna get a hat that says hope, but it's gonna say nope instead, just because that's just how I feel at the end of it.
I'm going to Lids right after this.
Yeah. Custom.
I'm going to Lids.
It's one of my stores.
Jay's like Jay's in the Lids generation.
Yep.
The cool thing about Lids is like any city that you go to, it's like totally different, right?
Yeah.
It's like totally different. Get the Seattle Supersonics Lids over at Toronto. Chris has got his Garherd jersey on.
Jeez. Going into the Rolodex for that one.
Jack Sigma. we got him. Big white guy. Sigma. I think Chris called it matador defense or turnstile defense, but I think also we could use the phrase defense optional here, and I think they both choose the option. I choose not to play. The Spurs have the worst defense I think I've ever seen. It could be the worst, and the thing is, it's weird because they've had the worst defense the last 2 years.
And it's not even like they can use a lack of players like injuries as an excuse. It's
like, isn't it like Portland that has like the worst defense, but like from the perimeter they have the best defense? It's like, we'll play defense, but only from this line outward. And it's like nothing inside this particular segment here, but from out here, we shall play defense. I'm so glad we're in conference play in college hoops. Doesn't it make life a lot easier doing the videos? I mean, it makes life a lot easier. There's nothing worse than doing like that 38-point Coppin State against Villanova game. It's like, no.
Start having to do anything with Mississippi Valley State.
The whole thing is like I can't mention Ken Palm in my videos because William Lease accepts that so much. But I'm always studying the Palm, like when I'm doing those videos. It's like,
Oh, great! Now I can't use it.
I don't say Palm in my videos only because William Lease finds it acceptable.
Oh well.
What is Popovich teaching these people? I don't know. That's a good question. All right, what do we got next? Oh, we got a good one. Got the Pelicans up against the Nets. Jay, this is exciting for everybody.
It is.
We are 33 games into a Pelican season, and Zion Williamson is still active on the active roster. This is like Christian McCaffrey making it through 2 seasons in San Francisco. This is big stuff.
We're entering uncharted territory.
We are.
I'm taking the Pelicans here in this one. I don't like the way the Nets are playing. They're free falling. They started out the year as a money-making machine. But recently, they've been a money-burning machine. And on the road is not where I trust them. At home, I will still trust Brooklyn. But on the road, I don't really trust them. And New Orleans, where do I usually trust these boys? At the crib. I just think these are 2 teams going in opposite directions right now. I see a 4th straight loss for Brooklyn. I see a 3rd straight win for the Pelicans. Comfortable at the crib. It's the Pelicans' 5th straight home game. Yeah, I'm gonna lay here with New Orleans.
Look at this, man. I got my hoodie, my watch on, all ready. Look how cool I am. No cap. Cap, no cap. Cap, no cap. All right.
Taking the Pelicans today, or are you back on the Nets?
I'm taking the Pelicans. The Nets the wheels are off the cart. 6-10 on the road this season. 1-9 against the number in their last 10 and 2-8 straight up. The Pelicans, it's odd. They're only 11-7 at home, which means they've played mostly home games this year. So they might not. They're not not in it yet. But I'm going to take the Pelicans. I'm just going to chalk fest it here. It's so public, man. It's the public's on Pelicans. This guy's so square, man. I'll do it around myself.
Change the shape of just change the shape on the screen. Just
So
put
square.
yourself in a box.
So square, man.
Well, might as well sweep it. I'm going to go with the Pelicans as well. 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games are the Brooklyn Nets. 2-8 straight up. Yeah, it's bad. Like, you lose to the Wizards, that's bad enough. Your only 2 wins in the last 10 are against the Detroit Pistons. You got some things to fix. You got blown out in Utah by 17 points, lost to Denver by 21. New Orleans, I think, somewhere in the middle there. So I think they can win this one close to double digits. I'm taking the Nets.
Pelicans.
Sorry, Pelicans. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm drunk. Thinking about Chick-fil-A.
I know. I didn't order none today. I haven't had it yet this year, so I'm back in.
Oh, don't be that guy. I haven't had it this year.
I haven't had it this year, man.
Or the guy on December 31st. See you next year.
My wife just did not seem excited about that Motley Crue bobblehead I got. Just
give her some time, she'll get used to it.
She doesn't appreciate the bobblehead collection.
Oh, I guarantee you, show my fiance that bobblehead, she'll go ballistic. Especially with the roller coaster setup.
I think I'm gonna go for a full shelf here on this side and kind of limit some of my pictures and stuff. Change things around. I'm redoing the set. I'm gonna put my subscribe sign on the wall.
Same, I'm redoing mine. I'm building my shoe wall. It's gonna be nice.
Really? Do you have Mitchy Mambas?
I don't have any. Actually, I do. I do have a pair of Kobe's. Actually, I do. I still have a pair.
But do you have the Mitchy Mambas?
Nah, I don't have those.
Those are one of ones. Those are gonna cost you a pretty penny. Those are gonna, like, we're talking like Colorado, Oregon money, like that. So
you know what I mean? Those are. I need those in the collection.
Got to sign. Mitch has got to sign them too.
Yeah, I know that's a collector's item. I
got the Kobe signature on it.
Just get Mitch to get like a bright green Sharpie and just sign like the top of them.
Mitchy Mambas. No shoe wall is complete without him. I could do my YouTube shorts that I'm supposed to be doing. My favorite shoes. I just bought some new shoes for working out. Treated myself for the new year. I don't like to wear in the gym shoes that have been outside. I don't like to wear inside shoes for the inside. You got outside shoes for the outside. Yeah, because people are walking around the gym. They got all sorts of
So, guys, let me ask you a question. Not when you go to the shoe store and buy new shoes, you usually just take the shoes that you have and take them home, right?
I throw them in the garbage right there.
Mitch throws his in the garbage. It caught me by surprise. We were in Vegas and he went. He bought some new shoes and threw the ones he had on just away. He just threw them away. I was like, what?
Well, what am I going to do with the other ones? Ruffolo's been shoe shopping with me too. He's like,
yeah,
he does do that.
No, but you know what the thing is? I didn't think of it until Jay just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I take the shoes that I'm wearing, I throw them out. I do the same thing if I buy a belt. Just throw it out.
I can tell you, Apple Store employees love Mitch. I will tell you that much. That's for sure. Casually, you want an iPad?
Yeah, I don't need this one anymore.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. That's how I don't have too much shit. Got the big one, OKC.
Game of the day.
One thing we know about this one, the Thunder absolutely own the Celtics. They own them. They own them. I don't see anything that changes that today. Getting 4 points, the line's going higher. All the squares are humping up on the Celtics. Chris, how much do you like the Celtics in this one?
Not enough to pass up 4 points with the Thunder. This is a rare spot. I never thought I'd say that, or at least this soon, about OKC, but it is not going to be often that you're going to get them as a home underdog. Sure, the Celtics have won and covered 4 straight on the road. Cool. They're still 6-8-2 against the spread on the road this season. OKC 12-5 against the number at home, straight up, and against the spread as well. So give me the Thunder here. I keep saying it. The Thunder's time has arrived, and I think this is going to be a statement game for them. Give me the Thunder. They're going to play with a chip on their shoulder tonight.
Word for word, bar for bar. Ruffolo. I'm on the Thunder Buddies too. Thunder Buddies for life. Now, Celtics, they are on a win streak, and I still do believe they're the best team in the NBA, and I still feel comfortable with my Celtics future for them to win the NBA championship. But for giving me 4 points in my back pocket with our favorite money-making team, the best ATS team in the NBA, I'm going to take it. And I can make the argument the Thunder are playing the better basketball. Yes, the Celtics are on this win streak, but San Antonio, Toronto, Detroit, it doesn't really do it for me. On the other side, Denver, Minnesota, the best record team in the West. I just like how they're doing it. And they're comfortable at the crib. It's going to be their 5th home game in their last 6 games. Not fading Oklahoma City, playing some of the best basketball of the year. Yes, the Celtics, I do believe, are the best team in the NBA. But where do we have the Thunder at this point in the season? I think many people still might think they're middle of the pack. I'm here to argue they may be 2 or 3 best team in the NBA right now today.
Who would be 1 and 2?
Celtics, Thunder.
What about the Timberwolves? What about the Timberwolves and Nuggets?
You know what I mean? So they're all
I think
right
top 5. I think top 5, but I don't know about.
I mean, but those 2 teams you just said, we just saw Oklahoma City smash Minnesota by 20 they just smashed Minnesota by 20 in Oklahoma City and then smashed Denver in Denver. So it's like, what else can they do to go ahead of them boys? Right now, today, they might be the 2nd best team in basketball, and they're at home getting this amount of points. Sign me up.
Let's leave some negative trash talk comments on Eric Pathy's video. They got nothing else to do.
Shave your beard.
Eric, it's like we did the Pick Dogs radio, the logo. Did I show it on here?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
No, I think I showed it
Not
in the
not on the show, no.
Not on the show.
Oh, not on the show.
But I was thinking about putting the beard on the Pick Dog.
That's awesome.
Eric usually watches the show. I'm sure he's got something to say about it. He doesn't like the negative comments.
That's when you know you made it, when you start getting the negative ones.
Pathy's the guy that sends you the text at like 2:30 a.m. It's like, do you ever sleep, man? He sleeps like 2 hours a day or something. Like 2:30 a.m.
All that espresso.
He's texting. That's what it could be.
His blood type is espresso.
I drink coffee every now and then, only when I need it though. So it's probably like maybe once a week, if that.
I can't. It'll stunt my growth.
And I'm not no hot coffee drinker. I'm an iced coffee drinker. Cold coffee.
Canadians know what I'm talking about. Only coffee I get are coffee crisp.
I tried that coffee crisp. It's all right. I was a little nervous at first. I was a little nervous.
I like it.
And then I was like, I meant to tell you that. I was like, oh, okay. J points or money line, both. I say grab the points. They're the best ATS team in the NBA. I know we love plus money, but
How about reverse -4.5?
yeah, you can do that too.
All right, thanks for your permission.
You're welcome.
Bust up my parlay.
So yes, sir.
All right, well, if I win, I'm going to wear this hoodie every day. See what else we got. It's actually not too bad. It's a little large, but I could have easily gone with a medium. Got to see who ordered a medium. See what I can stiff under. Jay's like, I ordered mediums. Sent 2. Jay got one for him and his girlfriend. 2 hoodies.
Yeah, I had to get her own because she loved wearing my clothes.
Aren't those my pants? I've been looking for them. I've lost my pants.
She stay wearing my hoodie. The hoodie.
You're just telling Jay who wears the pants in our relationship.
I was looking for my pants.
Happy New Year, Costi.
Yeah, he's sending me texts too.
This game right here makes me nervous, fellas. I'm probably gonna sit this one out. Here's the thing. The lean for me is the Magic because everything that I look at in this game yells Magic. The Magic are the better team record wise. They're the much better ATS team, and defensively, I trust these boys, and we're getting them as a dog. But on the flip side of that, it's like this is the what, like 5th home game in the last 6 games for the Warriors, who have lost 3 straight. Like, ugh, this is not really the type spots where I want to be fading the light skinned man, Stephen Curry. It's like I lean Magic. I really do lean Magic. Everything yells Magic, but I would not be surprised if the light skinned man got busy tonight.
Why is the line only 3 then?
Because the Magic are the better team. They are. They're the better team. What do you think the line should be? Because in all honesty, I can make
Well,
the
it was
argument-
3.5, so now it's 3.
I don't know. I think it's probably right where it should be. Like in Orlando, I would definitely say it'd probably be Orlando by 3. But in a Golden State by 3 feels about right. But this game makes me nervous.
Ruffolo, what are they getting for a Manoa jersey this time of year?
$20.
$20. Cash money framed.
35 if you want the frame.
I've been looking for me one. I want Diggs up here on my wall, but I probably would have did it when my guy got hurt this year, so he kind of derailed that train. Coming soon. And then they want an arm and 2 legs for a Luka one. Oh my god.
I think I got a place where you can find one.
A Luka one?
Yeah.
Yeah, hook me up.
I'm just so hopeful. It's just the year of hope.
Hope.
It's also a leap year. Extra day of sports. Betting my ass off on the 29th of February, bitches. Betting it.
No sir, T Wheels, no models, no spreadsheets, none of that for me. That's not me. Never has been. Probably never will be. I'm a game watcher.
Costy's having Pick Dog's hoodies made on his own over there. Non-zipper. He said that the zipper is too large, extra large. And the it's like what I said, the large is too big. The medium is right though for me. I'll just find one of the, it's like none of the foreign guys also like that I have the medium. I guess I could take our golf guys. Hans. Take it.
Ruffolo, did you get your frame separately?
I built that one up.
You built it yourself?
I got the no. Well, I'm saying I got the frame separately, and I got the jersey. I had to put it together. There's other places that just do.
How long did that take you? That would have been a good YouTube video.
Shush.
that probably was a good time. Did your fiance help you with that one? Because that would have been an even better video.
She did it for me. Yeah, she did it for me.
That would have even been a better video. I'm sure you guys got along real well during that process.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, 100%.
Because I said I've been looking for them, and I like the ones that got like the picture on there or like the card.
Oh, hold on. Try this one.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Now you're talking my language.
I like the magic here. I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker. I'm so square. I don't like it as a premium pick. Hate to get back to the picks. I like to remain unfocused. How are we doing on time?
We're
it's still before 11. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 12 Eastern, but
Oh yeah, my time.
Oh, we're only an hour in.
We're on pace to we're on league average.
Hey.
He's got no. Oh, I know what happened. We'll have to boot him, and then bring him back.
God, I thought he was gonna say something about the Ravens.
I know. Oof.
We'll have to boot him. He'll have to come right. He'll come right back.
I was trying to do it before he left.
But
It's like when you know what that is. That's like when you flip someone off when you're getting off at the exit, so they can't say anything.
Now we'll hear him.
Serious.
Ravens. Ravens.
All right, Coffee, it's nice having you on the show.
This is the GOAT now. Not Tom Brady, not Dak Prescott. I don't know who Ruffolo has in Canada, but
I got Alec Manoa. I'm good.
Who has more rings, Jay Briggs or Lamar Jackson?
he's not there yet. He's not there yet. He's not there yet.
He's not at the level of Jay Briggs yet.
It's developmental. He has to develop.
What's his record this season?
Who?
Lamar.
Lamar's 13-3.
Jay was 7-1 yesterday.
That's
But Texas lost. So
Yeah, they did.
that's a shootout game. You knew whoever was going to have the ball last was going to win that one.
But who had the ball last lost.
Yeah, they did win.
That's not what happened, actually.
It's just what you call it. But yeah, it was good performance. I mean, Michigan I've never
sure you want to
seen
be on the show today?
out coach for
Did
the
you
first
see the
time.
first half hour?
You understand what our new word for 2024 is, don't you?
What is it?
Hope.
What's that? I'm into hope these days.
Are you? What are you hopeful for this year?
A Ravens Super
I'm
Bowl.
hopeful for the Ravens to win a Super Bowl.
Told you.
I'm hopeful for Mitch to be nice to the NFL.
I'm gonna be 2024. I'm gonna be the anti-Mitch. I love the NFL. I'm gonna wear a jersey every day.
You should wear a fade Mitch jersey. Like
I'm going to.
fade-
I'm getting my Hope hat. We're going to Lids. I got. I'm gonna wear a jersey every day. I'll go to Kohl's and get like the guy that was traded. You know, for like for like $5. Get like get like that. Whatever.
Go
The guy
get,
that
like,
was
the
injured or
Damian Lillard jersey. They got those.
yeah.
They got the Zeke Cowboy jersey on sale.
Get a Raptors shirt or something.
What, a Zeke Cowboys jersey? They're still out there.
I'm sure.
They're still out there. It's sad every time I go and they're sitting there on sale. It makes me sad.
Those are vintage.
But you got to realize he's been here so long and they had so much inventory that it's almost not. You would think, but and maybe down the line it might be, but they got so much, everywhere.
We got one more game. Kings and the Hornets. I don't have the graphics on this one.
I think this one's you, Roof.
Yeah, that was. You know what? That was my thought exactly when I saw that I had this game on the video list yesterday. That was
Someone wrote in on the comments, "This game isn't even today."
yeah, that's what I saw. I saw that image, just like, I'm sure it is.
Well, technically, if you will have it see it graded on tomorrow's sheet on your sports book, will not be graded on today's board.
Really?
That's how they do it. So if the game ends after midnight, it doesn't grade on today, grades on the following day.
That's stupid.
Stupid books and balances.
What do you think about my hoodie here? What do you think?
I love it. Like I said, they're great. They're just a little too long.
They're too long.
They're too long.
Yeah, it just doesn't have that slimming effect that I was hoping for.
But when you're sitting, it's slimming.
Well, I'm screwed.
I need like a small. I'm wearing a large. I really need like a small.
Yeah, just like my wife. My wife has a small. She loves it.
I guess if you order the right size, because I don't normally I get it like a little big, so because I like the loose fit, but it's too loose.
And that's a medium?
This is large.
Oh, I thought you got a medium.
Well, I should have, but I got two larges.
Oh.
Yeah.
Eric's a medium.
How's he?
He loves it. He loves it. He's sleeping right now. He sleeps during the day and he's only up at night. He's very.
They didn't hear that we were recreationally bad mouthing his YouTube video, going in there and leaving nasty comments, making up usernames. I just want to see what the excitement's all about. I mean, there's a lot of people that seem to do it, so it's got to be some kind of thrill behind it.
Stalking of clients, just to give you guys some feedback. There's a client that works on cars, and he said every single day pops in his AirPods and just listens to the show. He loves it, loves the rants, loves the content. Very, very appreciative.
You don't have a good one to listen back to today.
Well, what are we upset about? We'll have a little therapy session. What were we upset about?
You missed it. We had a good argument.
Kosty, don't start.
This is what my videos really look like.
We want to get out of here before 1 o'clock.
That's what my videos really look like.
Oh, it's good. I've been there. I remember that.
That's essentially how mine looks. Y'all see my dog right here too, just asleep. It's like they want to be in the frame, but they don't.
So, Kosty, do you think I look like the Washington head coach? That's kind of what the word is.
Yeah, I resemblance. We need a side by side. No.
I don't
Maybe.
think so either. He doesn't have his eyes just aren't squinty enough. I got the squinty eyes.
He hasn't called enough.
I mean, honestly, from where I'm sitting and just staring at the screen, it's close. The black hat, the black shirt. You put up the fingers, do the fingers like that. Like whatever he was doing. 5 plays. 5.
He hasn't called enough. Kalen DeBoer hasn't called enough people dumbass for it to resemble Mitch. So.
Hey, shit for brains.
Yeah, there you go.
No, we're not doing that this year. It's a new year. We're hopeful. All I want, Chris, is world peace.
Were you roasting McDaniels for leaving Bradley Chubb in there at the end of the 4th quarter and he tore his ACL?
I think that guy's the shittiest head coach in the history.
So bad.
I've said
so bad.
He's so bad. He's so bad. Air Force, Utah State. We've got UConn, DePaul. That should be a gem. We've got Tennessee, Norfolk State. Harvard versus Albany. Wow, we got all of the costly schools here. Brown versus Vermont. Kent State versus Ball State. Central Mich versus Buffalo. Bowling Green, Eastern Mich. It's a MAC extravaganza. Miami of Ohio, Western Mich. Ohio versus Toledo. Chris, any of those beauties stand out to you?
Man, more action that I can handle. I'm gonna take Norfolk State plus the 24.5 against Tennessee. I think Tennessee wins that game comfortably, but they haven't really blown anybody away like that this season to where they've won by 25 plus. I think they only have one win by more than that number this season. Norfolk State's respectable, but even then, like an 81-59 win for Tennessee still sneaks you in the back door at 22. So give me Norfolk State plus the 24.5. And give me Miami, Ohio, laying the 5.5. Western Michigan's absolutely terrible this season. So give me the Red Hawks there.
I'm disappointed in you, Roof. Give me UConn laying the 23.5. You had to mention it. Like, come on, man.
I wanted to leave it for somebody else.
Fair. It's the gift that keeps on giving, fading to Paul, man. We're getting UConn going to smash them by 30. They might even be up 30 in the first half. Give me UConn. Where we stop at? Sorry.
We stopped after all these MAC games. So, like Kent State, Eastern Michigan, Ohio, Toledo.
Ohio, Toledo. All right. Let me do. I'm with Roof on that. Norfolk State against Tennessee, and do I want to take Georgetown today? I do. I do want to take Georgetown today at the crib plus the points. They're coming back home. Creighton, they're coming off a pretty significant homestand. They didn't look that well on the road recently. Creighton wins the game. Georgetown covers. I want the points in my back pocket now.
Jay, I'm going to be at that game tonight.
Are you going for it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw you at the Ravens game on TV.
Yeah, we saw you. We pointed you out.
Pointed you out. Said the guy in the Ravens jersey. There he is.
Bring us an extra Pick Dog shirt for Ed Cooley.
Ravens jersey.
Probably gonna have to sweat through that one.
Yeah, Ed Cooley's my guy.
Yeah,
Ravens jersey.
Pick Dog shirt.
Ravens jersey.
Ravens jersey is what it was. I got my Ed Cooley right here.
We're bullies, man. This is what we do. We bully people.
What?
We bully everybody. Every team this year we bullied.
Who cares? No one cares.
Until y'all see somebody in them playoffs. And
that guy cares. He cares.
Sorry.
Who has more rings? Jay Briggs or Lamar Jackson?
To be determined.
I think Chris has got to go. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Maybe he's got to drop the kids off by the pool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what's happening here.
A lot of tush in that last scene there. A lot of tush.
Yeah, I'll be at the game. I'm excited.
Do you like any of these games?
Yeah, I like give me Harvard.
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 Albany.
Albany's trash, especially on the road. I'm not touching them, and Harvard's a good home team. I've made some money with them at home this year. Give me Harvard, and I'll take Georgetown getting the points here. Give me the Hoyas.
Well, they were in the next time slot, but that's okay. I'm taking Vermont against Brown. I'm old school Vermont. They can light it up still from beyond the arc, shooting 36.1%. Brown's offense just has no answers. 297th from beyond three-point land. Really, Brown's offense stinks. 329th in shooting percentage from the floor, while Vermont shoots 46.6%. They also shoot 36.1%. This should be an absolute bombing. I'm taking Vermont, the Catamounts. Where's Ruffolo?
I don't know. Might need to do another wellness check.
He is foolish and lacks vision. Anyway. How much loose cash can you find on your desk? It's a building number.
Is everything okay?
Everything will come out okay?
The screen was shaking. What were you doing over there?
Yeah.
They can't hear us yet.
Can't hear us.
What crap are you talking now?
We said that you couldn't find your dude wipes.
Yeah, it was shaking. Now that we just not the segment, I know that I don't want to get off track here, but are you guys have a bidet at your home or you don't have a bidet?
I do.
Nope.
No,
It's
I
the
probably
best.
want one. No.
I'm telling you,
Difference maker, game changer.
difference maker. Like I have one at the office. I installed one at the office. Like I can't when I go on the road and I go and I travel, it's like I panic. It's not. I panic. It gets confusing.
You feel like a different person without it.
Oh my god! It's like every day I get a colonic.
Nice.
Let's not bring that up in front of Mitch. He's had enough.
Just saying, if you're ever,
Oh, so much for hope being the word of the year.
Hope's not the four-letter word. It's poop.
I'm glad Ruffolo, me and you we're
Yeah,
we're the same. I respect you even more.
like this. There's going to be some nickname thrown out like the Bidet Boys or something like that. Like it's going to get bad.
I'm trying to figure out Jay's shoe size by those shoes. I think Jay's 9.5.
Perfect. Right on.
Are you serious?
Right on.
No.
Right on. 9.5.
Did you hear that, Mitch? Did
Good
you
Lord.
hear that?
It's like two truths and a lie about Costy. He has a bidet. He can tell someone's shoe size from looking at it through a screen.
I'm impressed with myself.
Wow. Easily impressed. We got Maryland against Purdue. We got Wisconsin against Iowa. We've got Pitt versus North Carolina, Boston College, Wake, Florida Atlantic versus ECU, Murray State versus UIC, Northern Illinois, Akron, Southern Illinois, the Salukis against Belmont, Kansas State, Chicago State. Wow, Chicago State's running the Big 12 gauntlet. They've got Oklahoma State tomorrow, back-to-backers. Baylor, Cornell. Everything. That's actually a pretty nice slot there. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Purdue laying the 5.5 over Maryland. Maryland 4-9 against the spread this season. Second worst offense in terms of efficiency in the Big Ten. They're the better defensive team, but not by a whole lot. I think Purdue just has more in the tank here. I'm not sure why this line's dropped 2 points, but I think it's just headed in the wrong direction. I'll take whatever the lowest number I can get. So give me Purdue laying the points there. And give me Cornell plus the 16.5 against Baylor. I think it's just going to be a track meet, and I think Cornell can do enough to keep themselves within that number around 16.5. I think it's probably a 15-point win for Baylor. Going to be a bit of a higher scoring game as well. So give me Cornell plus the points.
No.
I'm taking
Jay?
South Illinois. Southern Illinois side.
Salukis.
Yes, sir. I like them guys. They done won 3 straight. It's going to be their 5th home game in the last 6 games. I think they beat up on Belmont, who's on the road for the first time in a little minute. Where we stop at? I'm sorry. I ask that every time. It's because the reason I ask that is because like my time slots is not in the same order as you guys. So like I be trying to make sure.
No, tell the truth. You're making sure that every single person is aware in the NBA. You're monitoring everything. You're always on Twitter. Listen, man, the people love it. You're adding stuff an hour before game time on the All Access. I mean, it's work, and the people respect it. So whatever you're doing over there to stay distracted, it's okay. It's 2024. You're doing great.
We're so hopeful that it's going to be just a tremendous year.
I lean towards Kansas State against Chicago State. Laying a huge number at the crib. I hope that's in this time slot. But
It is.
okay, Chicago State, bro, they got their doors blown off by DePaul.
Yeah, but DePaul's head, not head coach, their former head coach had died that day, so they had a little motivation, and they had a shot to cover at the end. They just missed it. They missed the 3.
Fading their ass. You get blown out by DePaul on the road, you can get blown out by Kansas State on the road.
All right. Costi, anything in this slot for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Purdue. I think they're just too big for Maryland. Maryland has gotten off to the last month they finally turned it around after losing 3 of their first 4 to start the season. But the size is going to be an issue. I always look at anybody who plays Purdue. If they don't have the size and they can't get with Edey, it's going to be a long game. And I don't know why the line's going down either. Like Chris said,
Purdue's a fraud. That's why.
I know you could say that, but
Lost in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
we're not in the NCAA tournament. We're in the regular season of the Big Ten. So I'm going to stick with them. Give me Purdue. And then I'm going to take Boston College at home. They've been great at home all year. Wake's been good too, but I think this is just a bad spot for Wake to travel. And give me BC getting a small number, 1.5 at home.
If you were going to leave an anonymous trash talking comment on Pathy's video, what would it be?
God, there's been so many over the years. Which one really got to him?
I think the pick dogs with the beard would be the good one.
That one was good. I can't. You put me on the spot. There's been so many over the years. You got to come back to me on that. But there's been he's pretty. He can handle the criticism really well. He's pretty good about that.
He almost gets off on it.
Almost.
I like a lot of games in the slot, but I'm going to roll with Maryland against Purdue. I just think we've seen Purdue on the road once this season. They lost outright to Northwestern. They were a bigger favorite than this. I just think that Purdue is a little bit of a fraud until they prove it to me, which, well, they're not going to be able to. I'm going to continue to fade their asses. I think so I'll go in that direction. I also think Florida Atlantic bounces back in a big way and takes out East Carolina, something fierce. I'm also all about hope and world peace.
It's amazing. Now, how long do you think you can keep this going? I mean, it's January.
I've done kinder, gentler Mitch year, and I was able to make it through the whole year. So
Really?
Oh, yeah. It can happen. I freaking love the NFL, man. I'm so excited for the playoffs. Sunday night, we got Dolphins and Bills, man. It's going to be awesome.
Game of the year.
Awesome. No Bradley Chubb. No Chubb.
We have, in the Ukrainian tradition, we have Russian Christmas, which is New Year's Eve. It's like all I wanted for Russian Christmas is for Mitch to love the NFL. And I cannot believe 2 days in that wish came through.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what I always say? Fake it till you make it. You know, it's like just gonna smile.
Now, if I send you a Lamar jersey, would you wear it?
Yeah, every day, man. With my Colorado hat, but
Jay,
it's gotta say
coming.
Coach Prime on it.
Jay, you better overnight that Dak jersey because if mine
know.
gets there first,
We got to get them while we can.
gotta get him all weekend.
I'm in. It's my year. It's my year.
Amazing.
Yeah. No, I'm not easy. Yeah. I like all the teams.
It's a big year. Tomorrow,
Yeah,
Pick Dogs Radio drops.
Where's the
Very
draft at? Let's go. Let's go to the draft. Let's go to the draft. That's always fun.
That's
I used to go when it was in New York. It was really a good time.
couldn't pay me to sit there.
Oh, it is not fun at all, to be honest with you.
If it's not fun on TV, it can't be fun in person. That's
It's
just how
worse.
I feel.
It's worse.
Right.
You remember when we had the COVID year and we did like the live reaction to the entire draft?
Yep. That was not fun at all.
There was
That was
nothing
last
else that
year
was
we
going
did
on.
it.
So we were sitting there and we were just watching. We were doing like live bets on where guys were gonna go, and
It was like the COVID year, so it was the year of the CD Lamb phone grab.
Mm.
It's like, wait a minute. Did you see? It's like he goes, she like grabs the phone out of his hand, and he does the. Did you ever-
We're not doing that no more.
It was like all in one motion.
I forgot about that.
Yep, we were live on the air when that happened. That was the best. You just can't write material like that. Like, wait a second. San Jose State against Wyoming. How about them Cowboys? St. John's against Butler. Hookers and blow. Got Auburn taking on Penn. SMU against Charlotte. UTSA versus UAB. Illinois versus Northwestern. Drake versus Illinois State. I hate Drake. And we got Duke against Syracuse. And Colorado State versus New Mexico. Costi has no idea what I'm talking about when I do that. But I fired someone for saying they hate Drake. And that was it. I hate Drake. I just don't like him. Pre-recorded? No, we're not pre-recorded. We're live. They don't care to include us chat. I care.
We all care.
We care.
we care.
Yeah.
We interact with the
Yeah,
chat.
Boston Griffin. What was the question? What's the original question? I care. Yeah, I don't care. Donovan Mitchell, under 41.5 points. Yeah, we talked about NBA like 45 minutes ago. So you think we just should show up and drop everything? We're talking about very important stuff here. This is serious stuff we're talking about. So who plays in the NFC South battles this weekend?
So if this is the scenario. If the Bucks beat the Panthers, they win the division. If they lose to the Panthers, then that makes the Saints Falcons.
Mike Evans is so awesome, man. He's just best. My favorite receiver on the Bucks.
You love you some Baker right now?
Baker Mayfield.
Listen, if I were to go into this year thinking Baker Mayfield would do anything for the Bucks of relatively getting into the playoffs, possibly, I would have lost everything. Would have lost everything. I mean, somehow, they play in the worst division, but somehow they're 8-8. I mean, it's miraculous.
Because
The Thunder have a casino in the arena?
I don't think Oklahoma. Oh, they could. They could.
I never knew that. That is insane. That's lit.
Yeah, I just love the NFL. I just think that they should.
Pardon
have
me
it.
one.
We're gonna
Chat,
watch
should I,
the-
Let me know in the chat, man. Should I drive 3 hours to Oklahoma City tonight to see them Thunder buddies and the Celtics?
Yeah.
No.
It's not the. Here's the thing. It's not the drive there. It's going to be the drive back.
Yeah, because just make sure you record the jam session ahead of time because there's a ton of games tomorrow, man. There's, I think, 12 games tomorrow.
Oh, shit. I'll be back tonight, but let me see.
Oh, they're talking about you driving down?
Yeah, I might drive to Oklahoma City tonight.
Oh, it's 3.5 hours from Dallas?
3.
Nice.
2.5. The way I drive.
Not bad.
Maybe I should go to a playoff game each week for the NFL.
You want to come up for the Ravens divisional round?
Who are they playing?
We don't know yet.
It could be the Chiefs.
It can't be the Chiefs.
It could be.
Can't be. Impossible.
It's
You
possible.
can't.
It's possible.
They're too high of a seed.
I know, but we can be hopeful that it happens.
No, see, that's not hope. That's there's no math.
Hope brings eternal here, pick dogs. I just hope it all works out for everybody.
Yes, it's the drive back, fellas. It's going to suck.
Chris, who do you like in this slot besides New Mexico? You could do a Patino parlay here.
I could. No, but I couldn't because I like Butler in the points against St. John's. I just think I keep saying this is the best team that Thad Matta's had since going back to Butler. I know they're 0-2 against the number on the road this season, but to me, this just feels like a 3 or 4 point game. So give me Butler in the points. Give me Auburn laying the big number against Penn. This isn't the same Penn team from years past.
You can go Butler, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Except the Heat aren't playing.
Yeah.
But
You could have an open parlay.
yeah, open parlay. That's we like to call that the hopeful parlay.
True. True. But I like Auburn laying the points against Penn. Penn's not the same Penn team that would be a thorn in some of the bigger teams' sides. You know, this Penn team just got blown out by Houston, and Auburn not the Houston Cougars defensively, but they're still pretty good defensively, and I think they can do enough to win this one by 25 plus. So I'll take Auburn there. I'm going to take the over in Syracuse Duke. I think that's just a track meet, so give me the over.
Colorado State for me. New Mexico do be hooping, but on the road, I think this is a tough ask, and I think it's a step up in competition from what they've been playing. I'm taking Colorado State at the crib.
Costi.
Let's go bounce back. I got crushed on Wyoming a couple of days ago. I'm going to take them for a bounce back spot. They are good at home. Only 1-2 at home against the spread, but San Jose State on the road is just horrible. So I just lock that one in. Wyoming laying the 5.
I think that SMU beats the dog shit out of Charlotte in this one. SMU's defense is very much underrated, but they are the second best shooting percentage against in all of college basketball, 36.3%. And they also guard the perimeter very well, 25.8% shooting against. It's their last year in the AAC. They're going to have to change the letters around, switch out that A for the C. Maybe they'll just put a piece of tape over it and draw in the C. It's like, we ordered it. It's still not here.
Just duct tape over it.
Yes. Just duct tape it, man. I got this shit, man. I got it. I got this shit. Hang on a second. Yeah, I like SMU against Charlotte. I also think that Drake against Illinois State, nothing fun about that one. And then I don't know. I think Northwestern's getting too much love. I still think Illinois is the more talented team, even though they're sitting in a pool of turmoil. I'm hopeful that they put it all together there at Illinois, and I hope this kid, everything works out okay. Soon I'll start cheering for anybody with a criminal record in the NFL and college hoops. All right. Is there any NHL today, Chris?
Ton of games.
All right. It's
Yeah,
Ruffolo
13
time.
games. Alrighty. Let's see here. Pull it up. Got Boston, Columbus, Carolina and the Rangers. Got Washington, Pittsburgh, Montreal, Dallas, Calgary, Minnesota, Chicago, Nashville, and Tampa Bay, Winnipeg, all up till 8 o'clock. Jay, you got anything?
Give me the Lightning at the plus money. They're not the same team they have been the past couple years, but getting them at plus money, it's hard for me to pass up. And let's see any other plus money I like on the board today in this slot. Nah, that's really all I like here in that first slot. The Stars, of course, we're going to blow the doors off of Montreal, but there's no value.
Breaking up Mitchy pucks.
Yep, I love the Montreal on the puck line against the Stars. 12-6 on the puck line on the road. The Stars just 5-13 on the puck line at home. I'll take those mother puckers, and I like them big in this one. That's it for me.
Cost any hockey for you?
Soft pass.
All right, I'll take. I'm going to take Pittsburgh on the puck line here against Washington. They're just playing the better hockey right now. Washington, 5 goals combined in their current 4-game losing streak. Pittsburgh's playing some of their best hockey of the year. I think Pittsburgh beats up on the Capitals here. And give me the Minnesota Wild at home against Calgary. I just think Calgary stinks. You're getting Minnesota at a coin flip price. They played their best hockey at home, even when they were struggling for much of the year. It's where they've done their best work. So give me Minnesota at home in this one. And we'll go the other half of the card. Florida, Arizona. Got the Islanders visiting Colorado. Philadelphia, Edmonton. Got Ottawa, Vancouver. Toronto, LA. And Detroit, San Jose. Jay, anything there?
Money line. It's been our spot all year. It's been the spot, man. Why get off it, man? Why get off with that home dog with the Coyotes? Hey, the Panthers are playing well. They won 4 straight, but so are my Coyotes. We won 4 or 5, bro. We playing really well. We at the crib. Keep it rolling. Coyotes.
Mitch, anything?
I think you could roll with the Red Wings here on the puck line against the Sharks. Why not? I also like Vancouver on the puck line against Ottawa. And LA Kings on the puck line against Maple Leafs. I'll just birdcage those all together.
Costi, soft pass on this one too.
For parlay?
Yeah.
Or
No. Never.
or anything.
No, we're still talking hockey, Costa. We're still talking hockey.
No, I already passed. How many times do you want me to pass?
Oh, I just didn't know if you were passing on the first half of the card.
Oh, there's a second half of the card?
Yeah, that's what we were doing now.
Very
So that answers my question.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take what Jay takes, and because he howls so well, like you just do it one more time.
So
I'll take the Coyotes.
There you go. I got a fade old logo, new logo today, man.
give me the Flyers plus 1.5. Line starting to creep up towards Edmonton. You're starting to get some value on that plus 1.5. Philly 18-2 on the puck line this season on the road. So give me the Flyers plus the 1.5. And I'm with Mitch. I think you take Detroit laying the puck line against San Jose. The Sharks are terrible. I think they've been outscored. I think I want to say 35-12 over the course of this 8-game losing streak. I know it seems like the only real get-right spot for San Jose right now, but there isn't one. I think Detroit comes and beats them up. Until I see signs of life from the Sharks, they're dead to me. Give me the Red Wings here.
No Coyotes?
Yeah, I'm tempted, but
Come
All
on,
right,
man.
screw it. Give me the Coyotes too.
We playing well right now, Chris. We playing well, man. We
This
gotta
is
ride
true.
it. We gotta ride it until they cool off. When they cool off, we're gonna jump off. But
This is true.
right now, they playing well, man. And that ends it, man. See, I know where we at now. Parlay.
Gotta cook something up here.
We didn't cover soccer.
I'm a soccer nut.
The Boo Dance League.
The Bundesliga.
Oh, Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga.
Some of my groups literally give out the third. Like there's 3 different divisions. of
God.
the Bundesliga.
Like St. Pauli and Nuremberg.
Yeah, they're just it's wild. They're all at these weird times too. But listen, man, like Eric right now, Eric's been giving out tennis from his
I
groups.
know a couple folks that just be killing tennis. I gotta
Tennis and golf. That's where you can make a lot of money.
tennis, man. I do. I've been saying that for a while. They be killing in that tennis, especially
Golf.
women's tennis. Women's
Yeah.
tennis, boy, they be tearing it up.
You can find a lot of dog value in tennis because you're getting the money line.
Now you're gonna get canceled if you say that.
The logo is a dog. I can't say the word dog anymore.
Well, not
The
in
logo.
women's tennis. You can't say that.
He said women's tennis.
Yeah, but you said dogs. Haven't you ever been on YouTube before?
Can't see.
Costa will be going around like Mickey.
Yeah.
No one will
Take
recognize him.
pictures.
No one will recognize him.
Feel like in pictures.
I got to send you a video. Somebody came up on my page today going off on Mickey, man. I was like, man, leave my dude alone, man.
I was watching the Discovery Channel, I think yesterday, and there's a new show that's coming out, and he's featured in one of the segments of the show. It's pretty cool.
Really cool.
He'll be doing some new stuff with us.
All right.
Ever since he gave me COVID.
I don't know, he was in bad shape too. You just didn't get a drip.
Well, he told me I was patient zero. That's what he claimed.
Yeah, everybody always says that. It's never you're never the patient zero. It's always
He's like, yeah, it's Mitch's patient zero.
you're the carrier. You're the guy. You're the guy.
That's hilarious.
On like a conference call with like 8 people. He's like, yeah, Mitch's patient zero, man.
I've been there. I gave the whole office COVID last Christmas, I think. Yeah, last Christmas, not this year.
Christmas. I gave you COVID.
You know, but this year we're hopeful that there is no more COVID, and nobody gets sick, and that and we'll have a great NFL playoffs and world peace.
I really love Mitch right now. This is like you've made my day. You've made my day.
I just want to hear what Jay has to say about college football because I'm all in. I agree with everything that he says.
The shoe is gonna fall. I just feel it. I just
it's like, it's the Charlotte plays at Jerry Richardson Stadium. So if the Cowboys play at Charlotte, it's kind of like Jerry World. It's very similar, together. And even though it's not the same stadium, it's still almost like home.
Everybody's asking for Chris's wrap around.
Did you know he posted it? Didn't you?
I had a recording issue.
What was the issue? Too lazy?
No. Normally that would be the right reason. It was doing that thing where you click record and then it says like there's an audio issue and it stops recording it.
Oh, that's funny. We don't use that one too much.
No, we don't.
We don't use that one enough. or this one. We always use this one.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, it's time for that time of the show, Chris.
For my parlay, I will go with Auburn. I'm going to go with the over in Syracuse Duke. And I'm going to take Norfolk State. I like that one.
I got a huge parlay, man. We're trying to get rich tonight. UConn, Kansas State, the Arizona Coyotes, Sacramento Kings, and the Grizzlies. 5-teamer.
Shoo.
Costi?
I'm not going to get as aggressive as Jay here. I definitely just want to cash mine.
5-teamer, man.
I want to go 4 for 5. Just a nice, comfortable 3-teamer. Give me Golden State. Give me the Thunder Buddies. Give me the Pelicans.
I like Vermont, Maryland, and SMU. All right. Well, it was a wonderful time that we've all spent together. I've really enjoyed it. And I really look forward to tomorrow's show. Should be a great one. We've got Ron Romanelli joining us.
Wow.
Yeah, he's our new Wednesday guy. He's our Wednesday Costi.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
We got to figure out how to fit his name in your little name slot there. But it'll be like really small lettering.
He might have to go last name only.
Yeah, or first name.
Ron.
Chris.
Right after the show tomorrow, we'll be live on air and on radio with Pick Dogs Radio. Very exciting.
Dogs Radio.
Explain to everybody what Pick Dogs Radio is.
So
Yeah.
it's been a live show for the last 4 years on the radio, live on air on 107.1 in Las Vegas. So Eric and myself have done it for many years. It was called Sports Insider Radio before, but now we're exclusively on Pick Dogs. And we bring on different sharps in our space, guys that we get our games from that just want to banter and give good insights on sports betting tips and tricks. So it's not really a prediction show like the morning show. It's more so giving you knowledge on how to be a successful sports trader long term. And we've done very well with it, but now exclusively on Pick Dogs, and we're going to be streaming live as well on YouTube. And tomorrow it's just going to be me and Eric, but in the future we're going to bring on different guys and different guests.
Is this the show formerly known as Pants Optional?
We always wear pants.
All right. But
We
they're
always
optional. But they're optional.
All right, I'm out.
They're optional, but we always wear pants.
Who wears the pants?
It used to be Eric, but now it's me. Like, it's changed. Not really sure when it happened, but
Get some slacks.
yeah.
Did anyone in your golf foursome like wear the long pants?
What do you mean?
Like you have like that guy like on that hot summer day that wears the long pants?
I won't play with people like that.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You can't trust people that wear long pants in 100-degree heat, and you can't trust people with 2 first names.
I have a lot of friends with 2 first names.
Can't trust them.
I have friend Peter Robb, and I have friend Rob Peters. I used to know Bill Davey and Dave Bill in college.
Yeah, can't trust them. Not trustworthy people.
You would like Rob Peters and Peter Robb.
Again, I could be mistaken. There is hope in 2024. So
Rob Peters, I'll tell you what, I think Rob Peters could kick your ass in. I'll tell you that much.
I almost got in a fight yesterday on the golf course.
One of the best fights.
It was bad.
Rob was Manny Pacquiao's bodyguard. He's a big guy. But
Oh.
when we were in college, he used to be a bouncer at a bar called Who's on First. And like we would all go in there, you know, and he'd get us all in and be packed for happy hour before they banned happy hours in Boston. And some guy comes, like he's going to throw the guy out, and the guy goes to grab him by the tie. And I could see like from across the bar, and the guy grabs him by the tie to hit him. And he grabs, because Boston bars, you know, there's just fights all the time. Grabs him by the tie like this, and he's wearing a clip-on. And the guy's holding the clip-on like this, and you can just see him say, "Oh, shit."
Whoops.
Yep. Bad day. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Just, you know, I'm going to be so professional tomorrow, hopeful. And just remember, be kind to one another out there. Just, you know what? Hug your dog. Love all of you guys. Thank you guys for joining us as always. So appreciated. Smash the like if you want to. If it's too much, you know, maybe save it for another day. You know, if it's too much effort for you, you know, you smash the like as you wish to smash it. You know,
As you see fit.
yeah, as you see fit. You know, we're not going to sit here and beg you to smash it or subscribe or do any of those things. You want to subscribe? It's your show. It's our show. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wear this hoodie every day. That I'm not wearing my NFL jersey.
We're standing on business over here in Baltimore. Standing on business.
Make it a winning day. We appreciate you guys so much, all of you.